I'm the kind of guy who likes to have a lot of plans, like always like backup plans, like what happens if something goes wrong? Now I know exactly what happens. But right now I'm trying to take a leap of faith, if you will. At first, I would say it was first an academic thing, like right immediately. I started taking this class with Zach O'Day. He's the worship director here. Of course, you guys know that. But now, as it's all come back to Capitol, I'm really starting to figure out myself and my faith. I started taking this class with Zach, and just these opportunities just started growing out of it. I first just came over here to just check out some cool things going on, like what does it mean to be a worship director, lead a service, and stuff like that.
I met Boyd Landis 2 years ago now, as I started my first year of teaching at Capitol University. We had been working on a worship and creative arts curriculum for years, and this was day one. And I remember as I walked in, I was greeted by a tenacious, go-getter young man who was very enthusiastic and, come to find out, had done just as much legwork for this worship arts program as we had, the ones creating and instituting the curriculum. I would notice after class that Boyd would linger, and we would have conversations as we'd walk through campus, and he would have questions about worship arts and worship in general. Boyd and I were good for each other at the beginning, as our conversations essentially would be me asking about campus community, and in return Boyd would be asking about worship and creative arts, and that's essentially where it started. And then our conversations kind of got a little deeper. We would start to meet for coffee and ask about life things, where Boyd was at spiritually. And he was on a journey, as a lot of college students are.
I haven't really started exploring it until really college, and now I'm really just beginning to thrive and understand what it means to know God. Zach had assigned us for our class, we were gonna create a night of worship. And as we were doing this, I was like, I don't think I've really ever been to one of those. I don't even know what that entails. And then Zach had told me, oh yeah, we're gonna be doing one of those. Why not just come over and check it out? And I was like, sure, why not?
So Boyd showed up, and we were going through the night of worship. We had come to the end of the evening. I think we were on our last baptism and our last tune of the night. And we're playing, and I'm playing the drums, and Pastor Dale comes up beside me. And he had already brought my drumming replacement with him. And he said, hey, your intern's getting baptized.
As we went into this, I think it was like their last song, Real Love, I also started to feel something come inside of me. And I ended up getting baptized. I was honestly not really expecting it. I had been really afraid of getting baptized for a while. I had thought, I know I'm a Christian. I knew I was a Christian then, but also I was kind of afraid to go all in, if you will. I was afraid of once you do that, that's it. There's nothing else. I'm thinking back on it right now, and even so, I just felt something in the room. I felt like a presence. I was just like, why am I waiting? If I know what I know to be true, why wait? So I came up there at the very end as everyone's doing stuff. I get dunked, and it's just I just think about this voice. It's hey, I'm right here with you. And it was crazy to hear. I remember I was kind of speechless. I always like to be able to explain things, understand how things work, but I was speechless for a while, for a good couple of days about the experience.
It was amazing, and I know that it was obviously transformative for Boyd, and the NAS has been instrumental in making that happen. It's going to be amazing to see what the Lord does in and through him.
I can't help but just be so happy to be here to have this opportunity. This is such an amazing team, family, and community at the NAS, and I'm just so happy to serve right now. I'm going all in on this. I want to serve the Lord. The only way I can do that is just keep on listening to him.
There's a young man that was supposed to be our intern here in a few weeks, and he decided to come early to help out, and God called him into the waters of baptism tonight. Isn't that wonderful? That's what it's all about, church. Take this love with you. Take it to a world that needs it. There's a lot of people outside this building that are hurting, that are broken, that are alone, that are desperate for the name of Jesus.